Alrighty, y'all. It is Wednesday, July the 30th. Throwing everything they can, ain't they? Look, all we can do is laugh because this is the culture we have always seen. We have always seen this. The folks are like, did you see Nancy May saying she loves watching families get torn apart at immigration appointment? That's them. This is the culture that they've been telling us doesn't exist, and we're making it up, and we're cosplaying, and we're playing victim, and we need to let go of all these things. And then here they are. All their culture is an avenue for them to be absolutely vile, despicable human beings disguised as patriotism and religion. That's it. Okay, that experiment over there, the settler land, that was the ethno-state experiment. Okay, and they would like for this place to be like over there. A bunch of folks who don't work. They live off of the government. They live off of us. We pay for their college, their healthcare. They don't do anything. They get free money, and they believe they own the world. And if anyone says anything about the atrocities they commit, well, then you're just being something towards them. You're bigoted towards them. How dare you talk about the way they treat the indigenous persons of the land that they're occupying? You know, same thing. We're looking at the same thing over here. The same chucklefuck chuds that are over here with their eeny weeny teeny weenies and their lifted pickup truck going, my country. You know, it's white people gone wild. And it is the extinction burst of the fragility culture, the patriarchal structure, and hopefully we can tear down this thing, this organized religion that they're trying to infuse everywhere because it is their death rattle. Okay, they need people who don't think, who jump when they're told to jump. And right now, it's right there. It's right there. So while they're encouraging it, and while you see it on television, all these white folks, get out my law, get out my country, yeah, no soliciting, F you, we're gonna hang you, I hate blacks, you're not white. It's funny. It's funny to me because these people really think that they're doing something. They really think that they're crossing some brave new frontier, that we've never been called slurs before, that their hate was somehow masked before, that we never knew all of these things before, that we thought they were all cool and wonderful and surprise. No, they're not. The only people they were fooling were themselves and other white people who refused to see the truth, who didn't want to believe it because there's no way. They're not like that personally, so there's no way everyone else is, and now we're watching it. We're all watching, we're going, So are you ready yet? Or do we need to throw some puppies in there? Are you ready yet? Or do you need to pretend it's a black woman doing all of this before suddenly you feel righteous indignation and you're ready to light a torch? Because that's what it's going to take. It's going to take the torch. All right. Did you see? Yes, or I should say, we saw that Stinky Pants is retweeting things about declaring martial law in sanctuary cities. Now, the Gestapo, who is having such trouble recruiting right now that they're throwing in not only the six figures, not only massive bonuses, but now they're offering student loan forgiveness. You know, that thing that they all were so against. They didn't want to have to pay for libs degrees, and now they're fine paying for lib degrees so long as you're about to join the Gestapo. But here's the thing I want you to understand. They had to dangle that carrot, and that means they're just not getting it. They have underestimated or overestimated how many people want to join the Gestapo. How many people are like Nancy Mace and would have put on a big cross and go, I love watching families get torn apart. They miscalculated how many white folks, or folks of any color really, because there's all colors willing to take those paychecks, all right? Just horrible people. But they thought there were going to be tons of people just dying to do this. And now they have to sweeten the pot, and sweeten the pot again because we, the people, are not standing for it. We're finding out who these folks are, and we're handling it since the government is using our money against us, or to fund people's private golf trips, or to fund people's planes being converted. Did you see that they're requesting the money that DOGE cut back? So we paid DOGE to cut funds. Congress is trying to codify the cuts. In the meantime, the regime is asking for that money back. So again, we didn't save anything. We paid them to get into our information. We paid them to fire a whole bunch of people, which brought on lawsuits, problems within government. It said planes fall in the sky, everything else. All right. And now bit by bit, systematically, people have either been ordered to be hired back, or the regime has realized they can't function without that many people, and they are asking to hire them back, which means that deficit that they increased with their budget bill that cut nothing useful, that you're not getting money back. Your taxes didn't go down. They're getting benefits. The deficit went up, and now it's going up even more because they're asking for the money that DOGE cut to come back in so they can rehire the people. Okay, so all of that is their efficiency. That's their meritocracy. This is their America. That's their idea of building things. Okay, we've had people compare this to corporate and they go, oh yes, if you've been in corporate and you're like the meetings, right? The people who like to hold the meetings, what are they? Meetings are for the people who don't know what they're doing. It's for the bosses who are making the big dollars but have no idea what's going on. And they want to waste half of your day making you watch them look important so they can deny you a break, tell you what to do. Tell me what you're working on so I can give you feedback, even though I have no idea. You waste your whole day explaining to some dumbass who makes 3 times as what you're making what you're doing. And then you have to go home and work on it because you wasted the day explaining it to numbnuts who just went golfing and didn't care. He just wanted you to see him in his new suit. He just wanted to brag about his new car. He just wanted to talk to you about the vacation you can't afford that he can. It's just an opportunity for him to show off while he steals money from the company and pats himself on the back. That is their culture. That's it. That's it. Okay. Have you noticed any excuse for violence? I was just watching that special on, what is it? Hulu, Disney, whatever, the 4-parter with the couples where the one husband got knocked out in the swamp, whatever. Point is, how often do you hear these people sitting there going, oh, I had to take out my spouse or my kids or this person because God doesn't like divorce. God doesn't like gayness, so I had to. God doesn't like divorce, so the only thing I could do to get rid of my husband was to take him out because God's okay with that. The divorce is the thing that God would have had a problem with. So as long as I take him out entirely, I can get forgiveness. That is their logic. Their logic is anything to increase V-word. All right? That's why they won't get the pew-pews out of schools. That's why they sent National Guard to LA for no reason, but not to schools or malls or someplace else when there's a pew-pew event. Any excuse for cruelty and violence. That is their entire identity, their entire culture. And the ones that have known it and have been waiting are showing their whole asses right now. And for the rest of you who say, hey, don't lump us in with that. Don't tell me, tell them. Okay, go make the people taking photos in front of the camps uncomfortable. Go tell the person who's pulling up to brown people to yell slurs, go make them uncomfortable. Stop telling us not to judge you like them. Until you call them out and make them just as uncomfortable, you get lumped in. And darling, again, y'all know who I'm talking to. Mwah, y'all know who I'm talking to. Okay, for those of you that have been yelling from the rooftops, doing everything you can, I'm not talking to you, darling. Thank you. We appreciate you. My alabaster accomplices. Okay, we are talking about the ones who still just haven't figured it out. They just don't know what to do. What can they do? Like I said before, pretend it's puppies that are locked outside in the sun with no water or food. Okay, that should stir something up in you. Pretend it's a black woman that's ordering all of these things, that's ordering $1 billion to fix her own plane, that's cutting money and then just siphoning it and putting it elsewhere, who's taking away from poor whites in middle America, all right? This team, listen to me, they are cheating in your face. They have admitted again and again that how they got in there this time is questionable. They're just saying it, and people aren't even questioning it. It's just, okay, they are right now gerrymandering states to pick up seats because they know they are unpopular. And rather than saying fair, we're unpopular, nobody likes us, this is the consequences of our decisions, they're like, we're just going to cheat again, we're just going to do whatever we can to hold on to power. And a whole bunch of folks are like, oh no, this is so horrible, what are we going to do? We can't let them do that. And yes, I know California is threatening, but I trust none of Team Blue to do anything, because look at where we are. The whole reason we are where we are is because they continue to let Team Red gerrymander whenever they want more seats. Team Blue lets them do it. They don't do anything. They don't do it back because decorum on this side, right? Remember, good cop, bad cop. It's not their job to stop them. It's their job to look like they're stopping them, to pretend they're stopping them, and then go, oh no, there was nothing we could do. Our hands were tied, when nothing changes and nothing stops. So again, it's up to us. And a big part of it being up to us is making these people uncomfortable, because they have been made to feel comfortable by bots and social media and state-run media that is literally pushing eugenic commercials via Dunkin' Donuts and American Outfitters or American Eagle. They're straight up doing that right now. That's how desperate they are. They're straight up telling people to recruit folks to Christianity at work. That's how desperate they are. So apply the pressure. Make them uncomfortable. No safe space for Susan. Right? Right.